content creator chasing views and subs, I keep asking myself, should I try to focus on a hook? Should I try my best to make you stay as a viewer and not click away after a few seconds of seeing my face or hearing my voice? Nah. I'll do my own thing, creating what I like, connecting people with similar mindset, and building a genuine community. After all, this is my channel where I get to decide what I'm gonna talk about and feel like creating. So welcome to the channel. Here we talk about tech, lifestyle, and all the things that interest me at the moment. So if that sounds good to you and it interests you, feel free to like and subscribe, because I'm definitely gonna make some more videos. And also, I'm thinking, I got this thing on Amazon, and I'm thinking, should I put this thing like here maybe? Or I don't know. But tell me in the comments about your suggestions, I don't know. I still can't decide. This was random, but yeah. So this is the studio space. This is the storage unit. I moved a little some things here in the room. But yeah, tried to make this aesthetic as possible. These are the cats. This is Jojo and this is Chibi. Yeah. Anyways, the setup is kind of minimalistic and naked so far, but it's definitely getting there. Thinking about getting some lights here on the wall, maybe some wall art here, and maybe the frame TV, but we'll see about that. This is some IKEA cart. This shelf, basically didn't know where to put it. Right now I'm storing some of the perfumes, the fragrances that I like. And speaking of fragrances, this is the new addition that I got recently, especially for the gym. This is Issey Miyake Fusion Disse Extreme, and this to me smells super fresh, minty, coconutty. And if you're looking for a fragrance for the gym, especially for the gym and activity, I highly recommend this one. Have the Apple Watch and Apple Watch Ultra here. Yeah, so let's continue. Anyways, today I'm gonna be showing you my recent pickups, the things that I recently got, what I like about them, what I don't like, why I got them, and I'm trying my best to speak to you like I would speak to a friend. So let's get started. With the launch of the new iPhone 17 series and the phone that gives you the least for the most amount of money, you know I'm talking about the Air, Apple introduced the new Apple Watches, the Apple Watch Ultra 3 and the Series 11. So since I'm on the iPhone 16 Pro, I decided not to upgrade this year. That's why I got the watches, and let's do the unboxing. I always wanted to do this on the channel. So I'm gonna keep quiet and let's do this. Now I upgraded from the Apple Watch SE2, and this is a pretty big jump for me since I never had an Ultra watch. I had this leg surgery a few months ago and the recovery has been pretty rough. So I do train a lot, I use Apple Fitness Plus, and having the Ultra watch, not having to charge it on a regular basis, just wearing it all the time, using it while working out in day-to-day life. This is gonna hopefully help me get those gains back, recover quicker, and be more fit and healthier in general. I'm not gonna go too much into the details because if you're into the Apple ecosystem or if you're into tech in general, you know the upgrades, the battery life, the sleep scores, heart rate, then we have the blood oxygen, hypertension, all these things. Maybe I'll do a review in the near future, but for now this is just like a small talk about the recent pickups. That's why I'm not gonna go into the details. But that's why I got the Apple Watch Ultra. My wife obviously likes the slimmer version, so the Series 11, especially in this titanium gold, which is super shiny. I also like it, but for me the Apple Watch Ultra is the best watch Apple can offer us for now. As for the studio, I also got a few additions. As you maybe know from the previous video, probably you don't. I didn't even have a monitor because I was so set on getting the Apple Studio display one day. I thought like I'm gonna keep using the laptop and one day I'm just gonna buy the studio display, which is way overpriced in my opinion. So that wasn't really an option because using a laptop only without a monitor while trying to edit videos and be a content creator, it's basically exhausting. So that's why I got this thing right here, my new monitor, which is the MSI Modern MD27 1UL. It's a 27-inch 4K IPS with 60 Hz refresh rate, 1000:1 contrast ratio, supports 99% DCI-P3, 95% Adobe RGB and 139% sRGB, which is great for photo and video editing. I didn't even need to adjust it. I chose the mode that I like in the menu of the monitor and started using it without any problems. It also has two HDMI, one DisplayPort, and supports USB-C 65 watts power delivery, which helps even more with my cable management. It basically has everything I need in the monitor, and the best part is it only costs around 200 bucks, while having this minimalistic Apple look and somewhat reminds me of the Apple Studio display. Here in Germany I got it for 170 euros, which is insane. The only real downside is that the menu system isn't the most intuitive and kinda complicated, but for the one time I had to use it, it's not a big of a deal. Now, it's not an OLED, it doesn't have 120 Hz refresh rate, but for 200 bucks and with this minimalistic look that it offers us, it was a no-brainer. So for people looking for a creativity and editing monitor on a budget while having this minimalistic Apple kind of look, I highly recommend you this one and you won't be disappointed. In addition to the new monitor, I also got the Apple Magic Mouse with USB-C. Now the Magic Mouse is super controversial. People also talk really badly about the Apple Magic Mouse, but in my opinion is the best mouse for Mac. Why I chose this one is that it looks minimalistic and different from what I've been used to in the past. There's no scroll wheel, you just slide your fingers around, use some different gestures that you know from your other Apple devices and move around your timeline when editing. There is no scroll wheel, you just slide your fingers around, you can use different gestures to switch the windows and move around your timeline when editing. It's just so comfortable to use to browse between windows and apps. I love how cool and minimal it looks. The thing that people say they don't like is the minimal and flat design, but honestly I don't have any problems with that since my grip is more of a claw style grip. Also, it doesn't bother me that the USB-C port is on the bottom since I never need to charge it while using it. You can literally plug it in, go grab a drink or a coffee, and by the time you're back you will have plenty of juice to use it. I also got the discontinued MagSafe Duo charger. I think everyone knows this one by now. And I honestly wish that Apple would make something similar with USB-C. This thing still uses Lightning, by the way. but it charges my Apple Watch Ultra 3. I use it to charge my iPhone. I also charge the AirPods Pro 2. By the way, I actually use it here on the desk all the time. It just sits here. But when I'm not at the desk and I travel, I just love how thin and slim this thing is. So I just put it in my travel backpack. So this is the TomTalk T66, I believe, which is in my opinion the best travel backpack of all times. I mean budget backpack of all times. So I just put this thing in and it doesn't even take any space inside. By the way, if you want me to show you some travel backpacks, I can make a video about it also. Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, MagSafe Duo charger, still kicking it after all these years. I don't even know when it was released, but it's been ages. So yeah, that's been it for the recent pickups. I really appreciate it if you watched it until the end. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out for a bit. I like to talk about the things that I actually use. I will link everything down below in the description box. Maybe for the MagSafe Duo I'll put some alternatives that are like available. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really appreciate the support and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.